Tate's in there straight away. Look at that. Perfect. Just wait for a few people to join us. Matt and me have been having a lot of discussions recently, and I'd like to share some of them.
He's fired.
I'm fired. Yes. Which means no more live streams, no more donations to Matt, no music that blasts your ears out every time you watch one of his videos. Tate just goes, good. I don't know if that was in regards to that. And then he said, okay, no lives, bad. Good, I'm glad I've got something there. Hello, Tim. Nice to have you in here. Yeah, this is quite rough and ready. I literally don't have anything plugged in at the moment. This is just the Mac on its own. Because I want to experiment with a few things. And we shall see how it goes. I'm always in trouble. Oh, Tim, it took me so long to sort out my desk. It was crazy. Hello, Matthias. Hello. Oh, with Sarah. Oh, crap. I haven't responded to her recently. I know she sent me a message on Facebook, but I didn't respond. I keep planning to, but I've had other things on my mind. I'm not even gonna try and look back through the chat. It's not worth trying to do it. Oh, I'm in the doghouse, am I? She thinks I'm ignoring her. Not true. Right, who have we got in here? 8 people. It's not bad. It's a third of what we usually get. I'm just going to give it a moment more and then tell you a little bit about our plans. We're going to go into that a little later this evening in the proper live stream. But I do want to talk about a few now because it's going to affect what we're doing right now. Do I need some power? No, I'll just live. I'll live. Right, who's in the chat at the moment? I know there's 8 people watching, but 3 people have sort of made their voices heard. Who else exists? Who else is around there? Where's my drink? Aha! Hello, Roman, and hello, Alexander. Is it Roman or is it Roman? I'm never sure on that. Hi Nate, how's it going? Sarah, hello, hello. I do apologise for not getting to your message yet. I do aware it exists, and I'm sorry if it looks like I've read it and ignored it, because it's not true. I've moved house. That's my excuse.
You've been ignoring Sarah again.
I haven't been ignoring Sarah again. I've just been often. No, if anything I say is going to get me into deeper trouble, it's not worth it. Oh, I need to answer this phone call very quickly. Oh, sorry, one moment. Hello, sorry about that. That was my property manager, because I've just moved into a new house and it's got a few issues.
What, you're living in?
Can you just get on with your edit that you haven't released yet?
Shut up!
Rom. Yes, I got it. Roman. Nice. I've missed a few messages here. To be honest, I genuinely thought it was Sarah calling me to tell me off. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I just got a little bit of a boiler issue, but that's fine. Ended up catching a friend. Matt is actually looking at playing on SketchUp. He hasn't made it. He's already cheated that. Thanks, Simon. Good morning, Dirk. Or afternoon. It is afternoon here. Hello, hello. And yeah, no, genuinely, Sarah, in terms of that message, I am going to get back to you on that. Whether it's today, probably not, I'll forget. More likely tomorrow, and I will respond. Just the moving house has left me dealing with a lot more things than I ever expected to. I hate calling people, and now suddenly I'm alright at it because I've had to deal with so many blooming phone calls. So that's alright. Right, so give you guys a bit of an update of what's going on, and sorry, can you keep your headphones and keep editing, please?
Why did you join in? Oh.
Right, get over here then.
Oh, it's fine.
You know you're meant to be working, but it's alright. You can have time
That's
off.
light coming through the window. Look, it's a bit golden hour.
Oh, it's very nice. I was just about to swap the camera to the front.
That's
like,
one.
Well, if it was an iPad, it would be fine.
Yeah.
Tim did see the post RE the Hilton and Maker Central. Funnily enough, I was about to mention that to Matt. Have you even got rooms booked?
No, not yet.
You hadn't.
Yeah.
So chances are we don't have rooms at all for the Hilton.
I figure worst comes to worst, loads of people just went and got pissed at the Hilton and then walked to the other hotel down the road. Like, it's fine.
So yeah, but you don't have rooms booked if you have a hotel down the road.
It was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about as big as the Hilton itself.
All right.
It's quite big.
Well. Okay, so moving on from the fact that we're sleeping in our cars for Maker Central, we've been having a little bit of a discussion. Don't go thinking about sleeping in your car for Maker Central.
I could hire a van.
Do you realise what these people are like? They will follow you and they will knock on your door in the middle of the night.
That's true. That is very true.
It's not worth it.
Big tent, yeah, that could work.
It won't work. They would just do something stupid. They would tear holes in it. They're mad people, all of them.
All of them.
Every last one of them. And therefore, I'm not being discriminatory.
No.
Because every single one of them is mad as a hatter.
Yeah.
Right.
We're not.
No, we're not. We're fine.
We're fine.
We're fine. Moving on. We've been having some discussions and we decided we don't like the channel anymore. We're going away. We can't take this seriously, can we?
No.
Well, first things first, we are going to do a Q&A this evening.
Yeah.
I realise that's a little bit bland compared to the other stuff we've been doing, but we need to do quite a big update to talk about our future plans and how we're going to make things run from now on, so it's a little bit more efficient. How that's going to affect you is we're sort of planning on rejigging the behind the scenes and how that's going to be laid out, because we absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't get us wrong, we love the fact we've got the interaction and you guys like the donations that are incredibly rude, the meows that never stop.
Yeah.
It's great fun, but it affects productivity.
Quite a bit.
And
quite a bit.
And if it keeps affecting it like this, Matt won't be able to afford my rates of 0.
I can't afford my rates.
No, yeah, you can't afford your own.
Yeah, I came in yesterday.
This is a breakup conversation.
It's not quite Sarah. We have amendments. We're not saying just we're going to end it. I came in yesterday, obviously, when you guys weren't here. I got so much done. I got so much done. Like,
well, what I'm worried about is that it's not the live stream, it's my existence.
No, the thing is, right, like, it's either I spend a day doing this edit with the live stream going, which is a distraction both when the donations and stuff come in, which is self-explanatory, but also what I figured out is a lot of things going on in my head is just mental bandwidth, thinking about things that aren't necessarily like happening. I'm just aware that they're going on in the background, so it stops me focusing, and the live stream is one of those things.
Yeah.
And so I got so much of this new video done yesterday to the point where it's almost like, oh my god, the end of this is in sight. And it's looking pretty good so far.
It's a good video. Tim just donated and said, is this a "it's me, not you" conversation?
It always is.
Somewhat, yeah. And sorry, it's not reading it out. I'm just going bare bones at the moment to see how this works. I might have missed something else, but hopefully it'll pop up again. Yeah. So we do want to keep doing the behind the scenes, and I was just having a think about this earlier. We should still try and do, say, midsummer, a couple of weeks of daily stuff as well.
Yeah,
all that
100%,
sort of thing.
100%, yeah.
Because that's just bonkers, and we get nothing really done, but it's a lot of fun in the meantime.
Well, and more people are able to join as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a bigger party.
Yeah. So, live streams, we're thinking the behind the scenes won't be doing on a Thursday. We believe. We're at least going to pause it for the time being. We can change, we can be good, we promise.
Who said that?
Tim, again. Yeah. No, and we believe that. But we're going to give it a pause on Thursdays for the time being, see how it goes, see what we can do in regards to productivity. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get, hopefully, some better content out of this more frequently.
More regularly, yeah.
Because we can actually get it done. I mean, at this rate, Matt's going to release a video once a month. Which, to be fair, might do the algorithm quite well.
Yeah, I mean...
But it's not very motivating to be working on the same thing for a month because he's just listening to the live stream bicker on all the time.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've sort of spoken about how it could possibly work as well. We said about maybe just cutting off the live stream audio and things like that, so you guys can't hear us, and like we don't have donations. It's just you guys are there, and you've got your chat room. Like maybe that would be of interest to you. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of it we're just sort of worried about it being conscious of it going on in the background, and so we'll always be checking like, what's the chat saying? Is the live stream still going?
If it was I don't know. If there was some way in the future, not now, I don't know how we're going to work this out now, but in the future, what would be really useful is if we could come in and I could have a live stream going like a CCTV setup, with some music playlist in the background so you can see what we're up to, but we're sort of doing our own thing in the space of 3 minutes. I want to be able to press one button or two and just have it going. At the moment, I have to spend about 20 minutes just going around the workshop, turning on cameras, changing batteries, all this sort of stuff. It's not efficient. 2020 has been a good year, guys. Can't believe you're breaking up with us. Only on Thursdays.
Only Thursdays.
Only on Thursdays.
But we did have the other thing, possibly about changing the platform.
Oh yes. Okay. So the next thing. We've had some thoughts, so we're throwing it out there now to the 32 of you watching. That's pretty good, actually.
Pretty average, what we said, wasn't it?
Just set up the 360 over the shop, and that's it. Well, it's almost not a bad idea.
It's not, no.
But it does still have the microphone in it, so we've got to still think about what we're saying. We're not that bad. It's just...
No. It's when you guys can hear what we're saying. We automatically switch to presenter mode. Like this, what we're doing now isn't a normal conversation.
Not quite.
It's like there's still something weird, even though this is meant to be informal, which it is. Yeah. It's and I think at least for me, my brain doesn't turn off until that camera is cut.
Oh yeah, I'm like, what? Regardless of the caffeine I've just had, it's like you're wired throughout the entire time the live stream's going.
It's odd.
Just turn the audio off. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the 360 has something going on there.
Yeah.
If that's as easy as that, and if it can stay powered and not overheat. But then you have to have it plugged into a phone the entire time, and you can't have music playing. I don't know. So that is a possibility. I did forget that camera existed, but it's not a bad thought. And in the future, it would be awesome. It's one of those proper 360 cameras.
Yeah. It's
like wired in, beefy, nasty thing that's 4K in every direction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we were saying about either, obviously there's 30 of you here, and that's kind of what we see each week, which is awesome. But we were saying like, we got the main channel, we got the second channel.
Mm-hmm.
The second channel, previously, we used to post a lot of videos on there that didn't fit on the main channel, like behind the scenes reaction videos, and really the Cocoa Pops extractor video should have been on the second channel, but we didn't.
That's that. Wait, we have unlisted that right by this point, or is that still live?
I think that we could probably.
I think that might still be live. I think that's one of the ones that slipped through.
Maybe we could migrate that.
Yeah.
So that's previously what was on there. It was like curated content. It's hot here now, isn't it?
It's 24 degrees. I've just looked at the thermostat.
I feel my sweat on.
I'm stuck.
And so like, we love the second channel. We want to still keep it curated, but maybe sort of more towards a like edited, curated sort of thing. So we've still got
informal entertainment rather than live streams.
Yeah. Is that new?
Yeah, it's not a Matt Estlea top. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be a lot colder today, and it was to begin with.
It's disgraceful, this.
I know, right?
God, I thought it was just you getting broken up.
At least it's black.
It is. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. So what were we saying? Instead of it being on the second channel, where we get about 30 people join, the whole reason we do these videos or these live streams is to appeal to the 30 of you, kind of like core audience people.
27 now. We've lost
27.
people.
There you go. Screw those other 5. The whole reason we do this is to appeal for you guys, and you guys have these chat rooms. We love talking to you, and like that's pretty much the fan club. So we're thinking, instead of trying to appeal to everyone on the second channel and only really reaching you guys, why not just put it straight on the fan club, where firstly it will potentially get more people to the fan club because there's got this extra content going on there, but also it just seems a bit more personal that way.
Yeah.
I think rather than be on this other channel that we're sort of halfway between.
And we can actually be tagged properly, and people can actually like. I don't get it. People use my name in the chat. Like, I see my name highlighted with @RobHarvey. I'm like, I've never once got a notification that my name's in the chat. It's just.
That's true, yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it might be a little bit more. It might make sense there, possibly, because all we do with this is we're just chatting with you guys and just having a laugh. And actually, like, that doesn't need to be on the second channel. What we want to do is build those relationships on the fan club, get more people there, so you guys have more people in this chat room to speak to.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah, Shrenick, that's exactly it. And that's what I'm going to plan to do in the next 15-20 minutes. I'm going to try and swap this live stream to the fan club to see if it even works.
You've got things like the just fun little things like the little emojis that pop up on screen and all that as well. It's a bit more interactive, I think, on Facebook.
Yeah, it's a little bit more community based, I think.
Yeah.
Hello, Warren. I mean, we've had a couple of nice comments in here. I mean, Sarah said we're all just here for friends because we're all stressed and lonely.
Yeah.
Very valid point. That makes me feel really guilty, what we just said then. And Tim said, I'm just thinking it's nice to see the shop every now and then. Yeah. Tim just said, I can't watch Facebook on my work laptop. Oh no.
Oh
dear. Get a VPN, Tim.
VPN,
You've been telling us about VPNs, you get one.
Yeah.
Well, and then someone said just get a camera like permanently connected to Zoom. How difficult would it be to have a camera that's literally just plugged in? Because Matt's, I've just said to Matt we should get a Mac Mini to run the behind the scenes live streams. So then I've actually still got my MacBook and we don't have to worry about, I don't know why I'm holding out like a cigarette. So, oui. Because the French all smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and your xenophobic views again.
Zoom limits for time you can use it. Oh yeah, of course it does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get a new Mac Mini because they are powerhouses. Don't get me wrong. I just think the streaming doesn't take up that much. But I don't know. You almost just want a CCTV system that's literally almost on before we walk in.
Yeah. So you guys can watch over my shop for me in the night.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. If we were to try and have it going every day without audio,
yeah,
it would need to be something that we literally don't touch and we can be confident it's on.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to work out a way of doing that.
Any platform, like we've got all these cameras mounted around. Is there any platforms where people can swap between the cameras? Like, is Periscope just a random one?
I've never used Periscope.
No,
I don't know.
neither
Yeah, I don't know. Well, is there anyone in the chat who's sort of had experience with this? Because we would love the concept of being able to utilise the multiple cameras so that you guys can literally swap between them yourselves.
Yeah, like we've got all the gear. It's just we need to.
No idea.
we need to kind of just streamline things a bit. I think.
That's it. Yeah.
It's just streamlining.
Because as Matt said, he knew as soon as like the Thursday live stream didn't happen, he got stuff done. Because it's just more efficient being able to do things. Every morning I've got to get this live stream going. I love the fact that the live stream exists, but it is a pain in the bum to do, essentially.
Yeah.
Can you link like a security system to your website and just have a page on the site with feeds from the shop?
That was the original idea with this, I think.
Oh, really?
Similar to how like the Donkey Sanctuary, just random one, they have a live stream of their donkeys. that was actually the original plan with these daily live streams. I don't know if you remember it. I remember pitching it to you.
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
Used the Donkey Sanctuary
You did.
yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah. That's what I would love to do. I'll see if there's a WordPress plugin.
How does Blink work? Does Blink have a page?
Don't know.
You want to see if there's something you can share on your app.
Yeah.
Not to them now, I realise, but like you could look on your app and see if that does a thing. Because what if we had a Blink set up? Because they look great.
They do. Yeah. It's like I'm thinking of the cameras that we've already bought.
Yeah. I mean that could be set up like through Ecamm as a multicam thing, so you see different things on the screen, but you can't switch between them.
Right. Yeah, I think a live stream on the website would be awesome.
That would be very good.
Yeah.
If anyone has any experience with that, speak up now.
Yeah.
Because that would solve a lot of problems. It's the sort of thing where we've already got a security system that is on permanently. We'd probably get an alternative one for the live streams or use the cameras we've already got, but it's just how to implement that in a way that can be left to do its own thing safely. It's an interesting concept.
Yeah, I mean everything we've done the past few months is an experiment anyway.
Yeah.
We're just trying different things. With the recent success in the video that we just posted, and this one inevitably is going to do probably better, I would say.
So are you tooting your own horn?
I would say so, yeah.
Oh.
Just look. Well, no, I'm looking at the performance of that crappy live stream we did on the plane, and thinking that's done well. What would a proper video do?
So how many views has the live stream plane got?
45,000.
45,000. It's a blooming live stream.
For a live stream.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, and it's like this will obviously do well. And if we're able to put this amount of effort into videos while shortening the amount of time it takes to film and edit them, then that'll get us out of this sticky situation that we've been stuck in for quite a while.
Yeah, Andy Joy asks, is the problem the setup or the distraction? It's currently both.
It's both, really.
For me, it's the setup. For Matt, it's the distraction. To be fair, I get a bit of a distraction too. We thoroughly enjoy it, but it is having a bit of a detrimental effect on output, essentially.
I mean, yeah, picture it if you were at work and you were just there on your computer and you just knew there was someone watching you the entire time, like your boss or something like that. They weren't saying anything, they were just there and you can feel their presence. That's kind of what this is like, not in a bad way like that.
Yeah.
It's a fun way, but you're still aware it's there.
I feel that less, but I also feel like I need to be interacting more.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're trying to focus on your own thing, so you're not talking to the live stream, so I'm just trying to keep an eye on it.
Yes. Yeah.
And so I've got that little side thing to deal with.
Yeah.
Tim has... Oh, sorry, let me get to Rob Hutton's question. If you did that, could you get around the music copyright that YouTube has in place so you don't have to go into presenting mode? It would be nice to have copyright going. Sorry, copyright? Music. Music going. I mean, it's a potential. I don't know how that would work. I mean, if it's a private... I don't know. I don't know how stuff like that's tracked. Be interesting. Interesting to think about it.
It's on Facebook, so real.
I think through the website, more like just a CCTV view. But then CCTV doesn't do audio anyway. You're into this sudden You've got to have the software running. You've got to have this stuff automatically playing. It's difficult. Tim sent me a link that I can't click on right at this moment called LifeWire.
I'm actually thinking of the Donkey Sanctuary still. I'm sure they had a multicam set up on their website.
Shall we get...
Oh, it's a comment section though they won't have.
Shall we just get in contact with the Donkey Sanctuary? Oh God, I'm going to have to... Wait, let me see if I can get your comment, Tim. There we go. How to set up a webcam web page. Faces. Hosting service, a web host, connect the webcam, choose a media player, open to, install videos. Right, okay. Select media, select stream, in the select capture. Ooh. Creates a new tab for your HTTP stream. The tab contains two options, one for the port and one for the path. Ooh.
Yeah, it's cool having it on the website. The thing that I think we really want to retain with this, though, is not the video. It's just this chat that's going on. Like, I feel like this chat would be, this chat would still go if there wasn't a video.
Yeah.
You maybe use it to springboard off sometimes, but I think the chat and the community aspect is more important than the video itself.
It's a shame you can't have it live permanently. Like the live stream's just always running. But like regardless of there being anything played, it's like the live stream's on.
Oh yeah.
Warren said, at the end of the day, you have to do what's best solution for you. We turn up for the camaraderie. You two are sometimes secondary. Bastard.
I mean, that says it all, though. Really,
that is essentially it. Roman says Zoom for up to 100 participants with unlimited time is $15 a month. Yeah, but then you got to send out the links somehow, and I don't know. Tate says they know if they mess up, it goes on Instagram. I do enjoy that.
One of the,
it's been a great highlight.
Things from this. We're loving that.
Sarah said, at least you guys can feel good that we just want to hang with you. It's very true. Yeah. Very true. Roman said, technically, if you would have IP cams, then you could put a feed to your website. Yeah, we handle chatting with each other just fine, I think, said Sarah. That's why we want to keep it going.
Yeah.
Why not just set up an OnlyFans account? Oh, God.
You just haven't found me.
Yeah, there you go. Alexander's suggesting Raspberry Pi or Raspberry Pi Zero. Well, I could, but Matt's going to buy me a Mac Mini. But it's how this is going to work. A cheap Mac Mini, that is. Set up a Discord. I mean, that is something we've thought about.
Well, we are still thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
For a certain aspect. We need to get this format polished first before adding more things to it too soon.
Yeah, but I was thinking Discord as a host.
Oh, I see. Right.
Because Discord is a server that runs perpetually in the background, regardless of whether you're displaying video or not.
Right, so and then we can add video to it off and on.
Yeah, potentially.
That could work. Interesting.
Let's have a think about that. But we could then link for chat via a post on the fan club.
For Zoom, that is.
For Zoom.
That's. I think he was responding to that with Zoom.
Right. Or just having it on the website, I think.
Yeah. Do you have to have a profile on Discord to join the chat? I'm just worried about that being a...
That, I think you do.
Yeah.
That is the limitation. Rob, if you have a dedicated computer set up, you could just turn it on and plug and play. As you said before, then it's just a case of turning on the stream at the start of the day. There is that.
Going back to the fan club.
Yeah, go for it.
What was our limitation with that? Doing it on the fan club? Is it just the multicam setup kind of thing?
I mean, yeah, it's still going to stream through eCam, so the multicam can still display like it's a security system.
Yeah.
But it's still got to be set up and maintained each time. I mean, we've said our current plan was, before we're sort of getting these ideas and suggestions, that we wouldn't do a Thursday and we'd do a Friday afternoon for the behind the scenes and the Friday evening, and we'll talk about that in a moment. And that could be set up and all done in the same way as it already has, or potentially done only on the fan club. I think both have availability there. I think. I don't know how eCam does streaming to a page rather than a profile. But that's what I was going to experiment with this afternoon. So I don't think there's any technical issues there.
No.
So long as it gets to the page. it's the whole idea of if we could have it, where literally we walk in, almost press a big red button that says, right, we're live.
Yeah.
And we don't think about it again, because pressing that button turns the cameras on, sends a notification almost, I don't know, plays the music, it's there. That would be ideal.
Pi do that?
I mean, a Mac Mini could be set up to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you set up that with the Stream Deck, and the Stream Deck can have the button to do.
Yeah.
You can set up a macro.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's just then, do you want that permanently on?
Sorry?
Because then, in that case, the Mac Mini would be like permanently on.
Yeah.
You'd have the USBs permanently plugged in. I don't see that being an issue.
Yeah.
Personally, it's just whether or not you're happy with that sort of stuff permanently.
Well, I mean, yeah, it'd be alright with that. That'd be fine.
What would be good with the Mac Mini is if you built a little housing for it.
Yeah. Oh, that'll get a bit hot.
I mean, like, imagine printer.
Oh, I
Printer
see.
size. Literally, you're building a housing to stop the dust to come in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And maybe a net mesh on the back or something.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool.
Anyways, we missed a few.
And did you...
Sorry. Let's just get all of them. Okay, so that's the dedicated thing. Discord sounds cool. If your only fan is bald spot photos, I'm in. Roman says, for Zoom, what is to in a completely different environment, there was a permanent Zoom room. You have a room number, and people from all over the world were hopping on and off as they wanted. Yeah. I just don't like Zoom.
Yeah.
But then it's difficult. I don't know how easy it is to stream from Zoom with Ecamm, but then I guess I could use OBS. Oh god. Discord is free. Yeah. How about you just have two cameras set up, one for upstairs and one downstairs? That's it. It's just where do you set it up downstairs?
Yeah. Well.
Matt, do you get a ton more work done in the shop when it's a no live stream day?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
In all honesty, was this going to be a permanent thing, and the realisation of the amount of time involved in setting up becoming too much? Would a weekly shop video or daily me vids work, but offset? Oh, why is Becky calling me? Sorry, shall I just mute them?
Yeah.
Right, hello, we're back. We're
Hello.
back. Sorry about that. 41 people watching now. Jesus. Okay, so I need to catch up on a few things. It was going to be a permanent thing, really. The behind the scenes, realistically, we felt like it was a fairly permanent thing.
What, when we started it?
What? Yeah. Well,
the
daily me's were the experiment, and then we realised we could do it, and then we've only just realised, well, we can do it, but it's also a negative impact.
Yeah, I think, well, we let's be fair, when we were doing it, we weren't really posting a whole lot of content after.
No.
Like, it was primarily just the live streams, and, you know, there was various reasons for that, primarily me moving house, and so I think a lot of the time we put it down to that. It was just sort of, you know...
Well, we didn't have the time to get stuck into anything serious.
No, not at all.
Moving house and knives.
Moving house, knives, there was all sorts of other things going on. And so, like, let's be fair, the live stream back then wasn't really that distracting. It was just another little thing on this giant mountain of other things that were distracting. But now we're kind of getting to the back end of that. I've moved house, Rob's moved house, and we're sort of approaching a new year. I'm dropping hours at Rycotewood. It's like, okay, let's just keep dropping things that are going to make this easier for us next year.
Yeah, essentially, we want, I don't know how many messages people have now sent. I'm still quite far up the list, so I'm going to get through everyone's in a moment. But we want to try and make the best possible content for you that we've ever made, essentially.
Yeah.
Next year, we want to make it like the biggest, the best year, and we're just trying to think of the best ways that we can just make the most effectiveness from our time, so that the videos and the content that we create, regardless of what it is truly high quality and not just rushed out for the sake of rushing it out.
While still building community. Maintaining community.
Which is the balance we're trying to find with the live streams.
Yeah, because that is a huge part of all this. You know,
Yeah.
It's just really helpful having you guys there, as well as nice and supportive. You know, you guys help us when we're struggling with things. We have good chats. Just even down to bare bones things, like when someone misses a memo on something, like, I don't know, we haven't posted or something in a while, one of you guys will jump in and let them know. It's like little things
like that. It's very useful.
It's not only nice, it's really helpful for us. So like, throwing it away would be like a shot in the foot to us.
Exactly, which is so we're not trying to throw it away.
Yeah.
We're just trying to find a balance.
Yeah.
So let me whiz through some of these messages. Shrenick says, if you really want to show us something, you have your phones like you've been using. It's true, but you lose the community. Lose the live chat.
That was... in extension to what you said before about having two cameras, and then if we have something...
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, good point. Fair enough. Rob Hutton had suggested a weekly shop video or daily me vids work but offset, so day one would be edited on day two. Oh, so day one would be whatever it's filmed, edited on day two, and sent out on day three, and work that way. It's not unreasonable to think like that in the future, but we don't have that sort of time at the moment with our current work schedules.
If we're doing big videos, they can take multiple...
literally weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, sadly it doesn't quite balance into being able to film all of it in one day. Just Mac Mini, the 360 above the shop, stream to a web page, linked in the fan club. Would be absolutely lovely if a 360 had any sort of output for that. The 360 only works for cameras. Sorry, for phones. Phones at the moment.
It has to be Instagram or something.
Yeah, you'd have to spend $2,000 to get anything that goes directly into live streaming software. And if we did it for Instagram, you lose the quality. We have no choice but to have the audio on, and you don't get any music or the chat really in the same way. Or wait, can you not set up a 360 camera? I think we can move around with the camera ourselves, can't we? You can do that. Yeah, moving around with that is cool, and that does work. Oh, Nate's just sent me something here about slash gear, I think. I don't know what that is. Discord something? I'll have a look in a moment, Nate. Don't forget you can do live premieres of videos that have live chats. We're certainly doing that.
I think that's a big one that we learned from the workshop living video when we premiered that. I've tried to premiere once before, and I stupidly scheduled it 48 hours later, so loads of people turned up and they were like, well, I can't watch it for another 2 days. Yeah. And we got such bad flack for it, I was sort of like, oh, I'm not doing that again.
I've hated seeing anyone premiere anything, quite honestly. But half an hour in advance.
Half an hour beforehand, that was brilliant, all watching that video together. That was awesome. And I think that'll be really good for this Amazon Plane video that we're doing now.
It's gonna be so good to see that.
It's really good.
And it was a lot of fun to be able to chat with people while it happened.
Yeah, and also with the little chat afterwards until it cut us off.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay going. Sorry about that if you if you didn't know. Yeah, that wasn't us, that was YouTube.
I need a copy and paste of what's going to happen at the end of the video, just to say it a few times so people know.
Yeah.
Tim's catching on to the hi, Becky. Hello, Picarco. See, I'm told you, I'm way behind the chat. What's broken up the house for boiler? We can read lips. Well, that's fine. You've learned about my boiler then. They're breaking up with us, but we're trying to find a way to fix the relationship. Matt and Rob are thinking of scaling back the BTS lives. I think these streams didn't plan to continue just for daily music creative community that they never had before, and they wanted that to continue. Exactly. Baby don't go, I'll change, says Picarco. He's on it already. Shrenik, you're only getting half the conversation. I think it would be hard to read Becky's. Honestly, I don't get to tune in much for the BTS, and it's hard to work and keep up with the chats. That's how we feel.
Yeah.
I'm okay with no Thursday BTS, maybe a short end of the day recap. Recaps are cool.
Well, you see, that's what the podcast might have, though. You think if we're filming a podcast, recording, listening, recording, with the podcast, we plan on doing like a quick summary at the start of it, saying what we've done in the past week, and try and keep it to like less than a minute. So what have you done the past week? And we just brain fart it all out.
So to bounce on that really shortly, we're gonna go into stuff really in depth this evening with a proper Q&A. This is purely to get like straight feedback from the guys who actually watch the behind the scenes, essentially.
Yeah.
So the podcast we started, we just recorded our second episode. I've already edited it. It's ready for uploading. We've just submitted the first one, or the channel itself, to iTunes and Spotify for validation and confirmation.
Can't deal with it any longer.
Yeah, do you want to go turn off the heaters?
No.
You sure? It's 24.2 degrees Celsius.
Chance of being tanned.
It's not how it works.
Yes.
So that's happening, and we're planning on having little updates every single week of what we've been getting up to in that. And we've been listening to our own podcast in the car. How big edit is that? We're checking to see if it sounds good, and we just love the sounds of our own voices. And we think it's going to be pretty good. So that's going to exist. That's some new content that's coming. We're not just removing stuff. Yeah. Right, let me keep going. Warren can read lips. Turns out Rob put some red socks in the whitewash. No, I put I put 3 white shirts into a fully coloured wash the other day. I was very upset, and so was Becky.
That's what I do all the time.
I used to do that all the time. I didn't know it made a difference. I was like, is this just old people in America that used to have this like thing of colours blending?
Yeah.
And then Becky goes, my shirt's now pink. I'm like, I can't see it. I deal with colours all the time, and I can't see that it's pink. She said, no, it's pink. And I hold it up against something white, and I'm like, oh crap, it's pink.
That's why I wear black all the time, mate.
Satiris. Yes. I have missed the last 2 weeks' lives. So many changes. Hello, Matt, Rob, and everyone. Hello, Satiris. Thank you very much for the donation. Sorry if anyone donated through the phone call a moment ago. I just don't have the PC on. Cool. Simon said, it's my fault. I haven't been able to watch properly the last couple of weeks, and now they're going to stop. It is truly your fault.
All you, Simon.
Yeah, we got used to your presence during the Daily Me's and helping out with the knives. Was it that Simon, or was it a different Simon?
That was different Simon.
Never mind, Simon. We don't know what you do. Never mind. Shrenik says your other option instead of a daily live stream could be a Q&A video call with the fan club where you could show us stuff too. It's difficult, those calls, because everyone likes to talk over each other, and people sort of end up getting muted out even though they're talking. It's a possibility. I do like a quick update at the end of the day, like quick video to post on the fan club, like literally talk to phone for 5 minutes and say what we've done.
Could do.
I like that, just for keeping people in the loop, just as an option. Remember this time last year? That was cool. What did we do last year?
Listening floor.
Well, yeah, to be fair, the content we produce now is far better than what that was.
Yeah, onwards and upwards.
Indeed. Tim said, guys and girls, they have made up their minds. They're leaving us. They want to see other people, girlfriends and stuff. I mean, what can they give them we can't?
There you go.
Less stress. Tim. Yeah, not threatening to turn up every week.
Yeah.
Love and care, Tim, not our strongest points. to Wim saying if we give him the address, he can give us love and care. Yeah, we'll premiere more videos. Obviously, I'm late to that bit. Live premiere, just ripping off Spagnolo. 6 minutes on live after it ends. The chat closes. Interesting. Okay.
6 minutes is a weird number.
Recap would still need to be edited. I'm literally just thinking we'll talk to camera, and if there's any mistakes, that's that. It's literally on our phones. That's what I'm thinking in terms of recap. Podcast should be amazing. If we stop bullying you, Rob, would that keep you doing daily lives? No, because most often your bullying comes in the form of money. So please continue. I mean, we could do a very quick end of the day live stream on Facebook, like 10 minutes, and people can have a quick Q&A in there. Maybe I'm just spitballing here. That's a very American phrase, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Andy Joy said, honestly, it's sad for us, but you guys just need to do what makes sense for your shop and your channel. I think we'll get it, and we'll always have the memories. Oh, this is getting very sad. Shonic said, the other thing I feel like the BTS has actually helped you both with is solutions to problems. Matt or Rob, you could both always just live stream whenever you want in the fan club for these things.
Yeah.
Very true. Sarah said, I promise I won't be loud if you did that. What part's that?
I don't know.
Sarah, I agree. Please don't be mad at me. Rob fan club, cool. You could have one person chair moderate the call and give everyone the opportunity to speak. Donations on strike until we find an amicable solution. Yeah, it's true. It's true. All that sort of stuff. I just like a chat that I can talk to. It's far more peaceful. Rob said, can you do a phone call on Insta? I feel I could explain what I was meaning by the daily vid better on a call. You think I'm going to call you? Yeah, the second, it'll be dobby. It'll just be full on.
We've got to work it out.
Regardless of these ideas. And to be honest, Rob, not knocking it. I tell you what, if you want to do a quick, record yourself on a video and just send me on Facebook Messenger now, so that I sort of find out what's going on. But we need to have a think about things. We like the idea of doing the dailies all the time. We just can't do it all the time because our brains can't keep up with it. There are possible solutions to becoming a donkey sanctuary, which is what we've learned.
Yeah. Minus the chat.
That's the thing. But, well, how long can a YouTube live stream go on for? If a Mac Mini was permanently plugged in, could the live stream just be perpetually going no matter what?
What, and then we just cut video sometimes?
Yeah, just cut to a black screen when we're not here. Well, it doesn't even need to cut video to a black screen. It'll just, the lights will go off and we're out the workshop.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tim said, you know what, I might just turn up and stream the workshop from my channel. Sarah said she won't be loud on the calls. There's nothing wrong with that at all. No. Nothing wrong with that. And I think of all of all calls last week, that was one for all of us to be loud on. I really should have drunk more. I've got 3 Atlantics in the fridge. Should have been drinking
the cool
it.
Cupboard.
The cool cupboard. Gargo said, you guys do what you need to do. We, the important ones, will stick around and back your decision.
Nice.
And yeah, I think some of you are going to riot. Wim said, can't we all go to relationship counselling? Tim said, I have 5 subs. We will see all the good bits or the inside of a police car. So I said, yeah, we're here regardless. Oh, Shrenik, I didn't see the donation. I honestly, I didn't see anything pop up. Wait, let me look. I'll go on to the whole donation thing anyway, just to read it out. Shrenik said, kidding, here is £1. Rob, can you shoot Matt? Your birthday beats were quite bad.
Oh, that's one thing I won't miss. Bloody getting shot throughout the day.
I had marks on me 24 hours later.
Yeah?
Yeah, Becky could see them down my back and down my side, amazing. On the back of my arm.
Yeah.
Particularly on the back of my arm.
I think it was worth it when I was shooting you, just not the other way around.
Yeah, it's weird that.
Yeah.
It's weird that. I will shoot Matt for you, don't you worry. In a moment. Andy Joy says, yes, we are here regardless. That's what stalkers do. Tate said, Tim, would you be able to make a bald spot cam? Lovely. So, yeah. behind the scenes, that was a very long-winded way of putting it. This was only meant to be a 15-minute catch-up. I don't know how long it's gone on for now. 45 minutes.
We need to figure things out, though, don't we? We want to find a compromise.
Yeah, that's it. And it's about the balancing. Tim said maybe live the monthly updates and do the nerf shots then.
That's what we were kind of thinking. Because the monthly updates, as you know, I'm pretty crap at doing them. And I don't know, generally, I don't feel like many people need to hear that sort of thing anyway. Like,
no.
I think they were more relevant when I was pumping out loads of videos. Because it was sort of like, I've posted 4 videos this month, this is the next 4 you've got to expect, and other things. Whereas now it's kind of like more attention is being focused onto big videos. Yeah. Those monthly updates would be a little bit less relevant, I guess. It's sort of like, well, this week I was editing, and this week I was still doing the same thing, and because of COVID, there's still no external events going on, so I've got nothing to update you on that front. It's like, it's hard to think of things to actually pack them out with at the moment anyway.
Wim's suggesting to our Liam to manage the cameras quite well when I was out. I had to talk him through an hour and 20 minutes to get that live stream going.
He knows now.
He does know. He does know. Tate, I am planning on streaming this on Facebook in just a moment to see how this goes.
If Tim can't watch it on his work laptop, he could just do it on his phone.
What, you're saying Tim should just look on his phone?
On Facebook, yeah.
I think it was something about... I think it was more about...
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, showing up on the Wi-Fi as being on Facebook for hours on end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that explains a lot more, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean... Yeah. We got some things to think about. And then in regards to the live streams, the Q&A... the monthly update we plan on making live at the start of every month. The first Friday will be a Q&A / monthly update. Yeah. Just to make it nice and easy.
Yeah, all in one.
And then we plan on reducing the amount of proper live streams so that we can make better ones again.
Yeah.
Because, for example, the live stream, like, we've got no plans for the live stream this evening. It's going to become a Q&A because we've got so much to talk about, which is lovely. But in terms of actually making things, it cuts the day off really quickly, and it is a panic and a stress quite often. So what we're going to do is make it 2 proper main live streams every month. You get the Q&A monthly update on the first one, and you get a demonstration, creating something that's just meant to be a really good high value live stream on that second one, where we can be more prepared. We could stop 2 hours before the live stream starts, and make sure that everything is up to scratch. Which means that hopefully you guys get a better viewing experience. You guys learn more. You guys get more entertainment for your time. And we've also got time in between the weeks to think about things, promote things properly, and make sure we've got the right equipment and setup to do what we want to do in the best possible way.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget, like, obviously here we're saying we've already said we're reducing the amount of videos that are going onto the main channel to make better quality ones. We're reducing daily live streams, we're reducing main live streams. We will also be, despite all that reduction, we will still be increasing output on the Free Online Woodworking School channel.
Yes.
Those videos are so easy to film and easy to edit, albeit very boring. Having time taken out of live streaming and into those videos will be really beneficial as well, and we'll be able to pump up the quantity of those. The tutorials and stuff, that's why a lot of people subscribed in the first place. We want to make sure those still go. It's just the live stream, apart from the community and stuff, there isn't much of a return on investment in terms of like the long-term things. And in order to be alive on YouTube and make a career out of it, you need to be thinking what's going to still be working for me 2 years ahead. And live streams work
in the now.
2 minutes ahead, if that.
Yeah, and often crash.
Yeah.
Do you remember how often the stream used to crash?
Yeah. Whereas when they're gone, it's kind of like, whereas the long-term videos, that'll be the sort of thing that will allow us to grow things, keep
Yeah.
things going, build a bigger community.
Yeah, one that just gets more out of things. Like that free online woodworking school, just being able to, for me to be able to put in the hours to do the student series, we can see those quicker. You can, like, that's a bit more entertainment along with the teaching. And I am sort of enjoying it again, even though I didn't think I would, because I don't like the cabinet. That would be good. We've got the podcast coming out, so that's content. We're starting the Babinga Boys, whether you like gaming or not. That should be a whole new fun thing, a whole new editing style that's going to get put into that, which is going to be fun. So, like, there's just new avenues for a slightly more evergreen content, which is what we're probably going to try and focus on just a little bit more. But we want to find that balance. And regardless of whether you think of it now and say it in the chat or later, give us your ideas for how the live streams could work. Once we've ended this live stream, or once we're no longer live, please just send me a message over Facebook or Instagram with your ideas, your suggestions, and I'll go through every single one of them and have a good think about how we can make this work efficiently and effectively. So if you guys still have a platform to join, chat, and watch our mistakes and failures, but we can actually get stuff done at the same time. Oh, I'm losing my voice.
Right, I should probably get back to this edit.
Okay, you get back to the edit.
Yeah.
And somebody said this is a good example of how it detracts from things.
You get sucked in.
You really do, and it's
a
really
fun chat.
It's
better than this.
That's our issue. Like, we enjoy doing this so much. It's just not like, if we were like Twitch streamers and we knew that every single day we'd get $2,000 out of this.
Yeah.
Be like, sweet, let's do this all the time.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about the future. I'm living in the present.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite work like that yet. We shall see. But anyways, I'm going to keep up with you guys because I don't want to do any work today. And so I'm going to read through the chat a little bit now. Adam hates the idea of moving towards Facebook. Shrenik says, we'd lose moderators if we use Facebook, and I know people go back over videos and watch them later in the evening. There is that. It's the accessibility of watching it later. So I don't know. I'm personally in two minds about the whole Facebook thing. Pardon me. Sorry, I've had many Monster Munch plus Rockstar. It's not working for me. Andy Joy said, it's okay guys, whatever you need to do is good. Thank you, Andy. Daniel said, if you actually move over to Facebook, I might have to finally get me an account there. One of the last remaining platforms I haven't given all my data to. You probably already have given it. You just haven't put your password in so you can access your own data. They've probably stolen it already. Rob asks, how long does it take for you to edit a Daily Me video? When I did it in August, we would stop at around lunchtime. I would start editing. It would probably take me 3 hours to get a 15-20 minute video out, which is really cool. And if the algorithm worked in that concept like it did for Alex Steele 2 years ago, that would be ideal, and we'd probably still be doing that now. The problem is, the algorithm really is about narrative content, about something that has a compelling storyline that keeps the viewer engaged, and the Daily Me's weren't that. They were great for people who knew us and enjoyed just seeing what we got up to. And if I was watching a YouTuber and they did that sort of thing, it would certainly work for me as well. But it doesn't engage new subscribers. It doesn't get our name into the algorithm enough for it to start recommending us. And that's where we're adapting things. Hence why you can see the last video Matt made has now got, I think it was 40,000 views.
Yeah.
The Daily Me's were lucky to get 10,000. So yeah, the Daily Me's were a hell of a lot quicker to make. But if you think about it, if the Daily Me's we lost 6 subscribers, that one video has already gained him another 250. And the Daily Me's were 2 weeks. Wait, 2 or 3 weeks of Daily Me's?
3.
Jesus, 3 weeks since minus 6 subscribers. One video plus 250 subscribers. And hopefully this one's going to do better. Sarah said, it's okay guys, when COVID starts blowing over, hopefully we'll all get back to more work anyhow. Well, hopefully we'll be still doing something that keeps us live.
Hopefully we can have one of those bloody meetups we spoke
Yes.
about.
Yeah, hopefully we can do a meetup, and hopefully, we should do a tour of America at some point.
Yeah.
In when we can afford it time. Rob said, could you do like Rob Cosman does and do subscription live streams where you make a dedicated project?
No.
No.
I thought about that, and I think Rob's good at it because he's good at presenting and he's good at getting his words out and sticking to the brief. Whereas me, I can't. I just get too distracted. I go on too many tangents, and things will take. I can spread a box project over 20 parts, for God's sake. Imagine what would happen if I was live streaming that.
Yeah, it's really difficult. It's like teaching a piece of music to a student. You don't know how much you actually need to say to them. Do you need to tell them every tiny little bit? In which case, it's going to take you the 20 parts. Yeah. Or do you just need to say, right, cut ratio of 1:6 dovetail for these edges? I don't know. Like you don't need. Yeah. How much into detail do you go? Yeah. But maybe not that sort of thing. Shrenix answering that anyway. It was always kind of sorry to not be able to join that. Yeah, so trying to keep it free, which is good. Well, is it okay if I make a Discord just as a mess about for us fans to get ideas for an official one that someone who's an admin for you make? Yeah, to be honest, Tate, go for it. Experiment with it. See if you can find a format. I'll be honest. I've used Discord a couple of times for literally playing Rocket League with Matt and my business partner Zach. Again, playing Rocket League. But I don't really understand it enough to utilize it. So if you know more, just go for it. Tim said it's just a big chat with our mates. Rob Hutton said if they take away the behind the scenes live stream, they'll be losing donations, so they're missing out on some income there. Bills need to be paid still. It's actually a very valid argument there as well, because some of my salary comes from the donations, and I'm a poor boy now. Always have been, actually. I just spent too much money. And as I've stopped teaching all of my lessons, I'm in this limbo of having to rely on this guy, of all people, to fund the fact that I can live, which is nightmarish.
Which I don't do.
Which he doesn't do. He doesn't fund anything. So essentially, I'm living off his food scraps. Oh, I saw a donation come through. Oh no, it's someone subscribed. Never mind. I was hoping to actually have a meal today. I am joking now. Pierre, I was trying to get off Facebook somehow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to err towards YouTube still. It does work. Gary Hoobley said, I love the fact that I say your surname apart from anyone else's. I eventually got through last week's 4-hour live stream, but I doubt a casual watcher would do that. True. Pierre said, what I like with the Matt Estlea 2 live is that I don't expect you guys to entertain us. It's just nice to see what goes on. No edited video. Yeah, right. We got to have a. Why don't we just have a Matt Estlea live channel?
Yeah.
Just.
Alex did.
Yeah. Wait, he has a live stream channel?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Gary, it's worth having Facebook purely for the fan club because the community there is fantastic. I don't join in with a lot of stuff because a lot of it's woodworking and it's sort of over my head, but I love seeing the interactions that go on. So it's worth having Facebook for that. But don't bother friending anyone. Just join the fan club. You got to say you like OSB though, so don't forget that. Pierre said, but agree that right now it may not be very productive for you. Yeah, we've got to find that balance. You can see it keeps interrupting, Matt. Picaco, you're on that. Ryman 4 said, if you do a tour of America and come to San Francisco, let me know. I mean, it's so cool to do that. So cool. I love the landscape of America. The fact that it's just there's so much variety there. It's so much large scale. Whereas the UK, you're lucky to get away from a hill and find something rocky. I don't know. I'm not wrong, am I?
No.
Matt looks funny with headphones squashing his hair. Yeah. See you later, Adam. Have a good one. Rob Patton said, here you go, Rob. You pulled on the heartstrings very hard there. Get yourself a Domino's for tonight. Oh, thank you, Rob. He just gave me 15 quid.
Did he?
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob. I'll take that.
Wait, what? No. It does go to Matt's PayPal, so I now have to do a bit of grovelling. But no, that is very generous of you, actually. Becky would be so pleased.
Yeah, just one for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's a big. I'll tell you what. Here we go. I don't live in. Well, no. Why would I feel guilty? If anyone ever lives or it suddenly goes to Guildford for some reason, use the code UNION in capital letters 123 at Domino's checkout, and it gets you 50% off every single time. I won't get that anymore. I'm no longer in Guildford. It's very sad. Ian Watson said, I'm sure whatever you guys do, I'm sure to get involved watching and chat. That's very nice of you. And we want to keep the chat going as well, which is why we're trying to think of as many different useful options. Yeah, Pikako's saying to share the Discord on Facebook, good idea. Pierre said, you should do whatever makes sense for you, your income. Yeah, thank you. Tim said, I got a drop for a bit. What's this? Oh no, here we go. One says, I was on the bus with the missus after seeing the doctor, and she was telling me off. I said that I heard the doctor say I can touch myself whenever I want. She said, the doctor said you can have a stroke anytime.
Oh.
That's quite good. That's quite clever. Definitely come to New York. That'd be amazing. Hello, Phoenix. Tate said, Rob, good luck shortening this for Chris on the fan club. Oh, damn, I said I would do that. Oh, thanks, Tate. I can do it. No, I can do it. See, without the chat, it's very possible to keep things short. Shrenick said, in Oxford, use uni bog off for Domino's discount. Buy one, get one free. Very nice. My eye's twitching again. See, it's for stress. I've had this twitchy eye for the last 4 days. It's a nightmare. Picako said, can you just have one camera run with an overview of a shop? No sound, chat is open for people, but you don't have to get involved. Turn off for donation readings till the end of the day. Yes. Ideally, yes, that's kind of... I think that would be one of the best ways of doing things. If it was a 360 camera, that would be awesome, so that people can actually move the camera around. Does anyone know of 360 cameras that have an HDMI output or Ethernet output, whatever it is, to plug into a computer that are relatively inexpensive? And by that I mean under the £1,000 mark. I know that's expensive, but I know a blooming Insta360 that only plugs into a phone is 400 quid. So, yeah.
Which we still need to use for a video. Which we don't use. We have such an awesome shot planned for it as well, but we just haven't had the shot. Such an awesome shot.
It is such an awesome shot.
It will make you guys poop yourself with that 360 camera. It will make you absolutely poop yourself.
We should start that shot as one continuous shot starting from outside.
Yeah.
But with an FOV that's like a normal camera.
Yeah.
And then start to widen it.
Oh
no, never widen it.
No.
Just start
tight, yeah.
Start going exactly where they don't want it to go. That sounds dodgy, doesn't it? Phoenix said, Bob, ask Matt to give you a student discount card. Yeah, that's true. I'm a student. Well, where's my discount card?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, there we are. Sarah said, just a webcam.
Oh, I need a tinkle.
You need a tinkle, do
I
you?
can get my phone actually while I'm doing it.
Alright, enjoy. Could you turn off the heating while you're there?
No, I'm going to turn it up.
You can't turn it up. Doesn't even have to be a 360 camera, just something. Sorry, let me go back to Sarah's. You said about webcam. It's for, like, here's the thing. Here's a question then for all of you. I mean, there's 44 people listening to me ramble, which is lovely. Out of you 44 people, if we were to just get a wide-angle lens at the back of a workshop, like the one that exists above the door. Sadly, I haven't got anything plugged in at the moment to show you the angle. Would that be enough? That you guys are just happy to sort of see us wandering about aimlessly? The issue is that you can't see what we're working on. There's chances that we'll be like hidden from view, all that sort of thing. Like, yeah. So you're not worried about seeing exactly what we're working on, because if we got the Mac Mini and had it permanently set up, literally permanently turned on, which I think should be fine because it's not going to be too strenuous doing the streaming, then it should be a lot easier plug and play. And if it was permanently streaming, which I don't see why it couldn't do, because I know music channels do permanently streaming, then that has potential. And then we sort of do an update at the end of the day, say on the fan club or on maybe on Instagram as a story or as a live on there to sort of give a roundup. I don't know. So I'm seeing quite a few yeses there. Picarco said most of these people are more interested in the chat. Well, that's it. And I want this chat to be as accessible as possible. With us, I think YouTube is still the best option, sadly. The fan club's great for Facebook, but obviously people don't like Facebook, and with fair reason. Sarah said that would be cool to check in. Alexander said that's how it was to begin with anyway, right? Yeah, I guess it was. And I've sort of come in and tried to upgrade and update everything as I've gone along, which has sort of meant more and more work. Okay. Simplifying it is a good way of thinking about it. What about Weeks says, I think if the idea is to give people a place to chat and hang out while casually observing, that's a winner. Jack Turner said yes. Shranik said yes, then we still get to chat. What about Weeks said, would you do sound still to hear the silliness? No. That is the thing. We wouldn't want sound going because it really affects the productivity. I think regardless, we've got to keep that off unless we want to do like a sudden update to camera or we somehow set up a button downstairs to quickly turn it on to shout at the camera, look what I've buggered up. And that would be Matt saying that because he always does. I was just talking to the guys and girls about the concept of having literally a live stream, a camera, maybe not that one, maybe something slightly higher quality, more wide angle, at the back of the shop, and it just sees that we exist. What?
Down there? Or
no, I was going above the door,
right.
like pointing out towards us, really. And if it was a wide angle, it should be able to get bottom and top, because that's fairly narrow relatively. And if it was just that, no audio, and it was that they tuned into, and people sort of going for it, because they say, yeah, we just sort of... It's more about the chat than anything else, but they still like to see stuff going on.
Yeah, sure.
And I think with the Mac Mini and having that permanently running, that has potential there.
That does have potential, yeah.
In fact, possibly the Canon could do it. Quite possibly, with a wide-angle lens on that. Yeah. That could be permanently plugged in up there, and literally strapped into the Mac Mini via USB cable. Have a powered unit plugged into that. Yeah. And then literally it's just on, keep it live on YouTube. Because I just realised, have you seen like music accounts do like live streams permanently? No. Like no, there's like if you ever type in chilled music on YouTube, you'll see loads of live streams.
Oh no, I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are literally just going for days on end. I mean, I could turn it on a Thursday, or I mean, if it was literally the computer was on all the time, you might be able to have just the Stream Deck and have live stream button. Turn off live stream, and you could literally just turn it on. Yeah. Or have it clear. I don't know. There's potential there.
Might be quite good. Yeah, I mean something like that. If there was no audio and stuff, and it was just out
That's
the way.
It. No audio. I have said they can't see anything close up because of that, and they're fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that could work. Like I say, it's primarily what those guys want, and I think as long as the chat's able to go, that's the main thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and if they prefer for it to stay on YouTube, that's fine.
Yeah, there's been quite a few people saying that they'd have to make a Facebook account and all this sort of thing.
Yeah, that's fair enough. No, I don't want to force anyone to do that.
And there's been a few comments about people re-watching it at the end of the day because they couldn't watch it previously.
Right.
Like catching up with it.
Yeah, so YouTube works for it then. That's fine.
Yeah.
We can keep that going then.
Yeah. But I think that has potential. If tell you what, if we get a Wobi jig up there that actually get to hold a DSLR.
Doesn't even need to be a Wobi jig.
No, it doesn't actually, does it?
It could be anything.
Just something.
Can we just a random technical detail? Can we have a permanent thumbnail for it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we can.
The Stream Deck. So it's just.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, the live stream would be permanently on.
Oh yeah.
And it would only be like a black screen when we're not there.
Right. Yeah. If we could just go that to an overlay or something like that, say we'll be back on Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. And then you choose the thumbnail at the start of the live stream, so it's never.
Yeah.
So that it's always a certain thing.
Yeah.
I think it's got some options there.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with the chat and see what they've said.
Figure out how to keep that running then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just do a quick Google.
Yeah.
How long can you run a YouTube live stream for? Sorry for all the clickings. Right. What the hell am I on? Services.google. Set up live with your webcam. Enable live. Go live. To manage live streams, go live. Create a studio. Control room. No. Best practices. Why aren't I just clicking search right? Long. YouTube supports long-form live streams, and any live streams up to 12 hours long will automatically be turned into video on demand on your channel. Anything longer than 12 hours should be recorded by your team for manual upload to the channel. If you're doing a short-form live stream on another app, consider pushing fans to YouTube for the full content. Interesting. Very interesting. I guess that maybe stops it always showing up at the top of somebody's page. We'll have to have a think about that. Right, let me catch up with the questions. Andy Joy said, yeah, we can take what we can get, and Tronic will know what you're doing and can tell the rest of us. Tronic said, then maybe 10 to 15 minutes before lunch and end of the day you can talk to us. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Warren said, yes, if the chat was still going, and we can still give you donations from time to time. I mean, I need the money, so I'm not going to argue that case at all. I think that's good. I mean, argue against it. Yeah. Again, I do need to think in my head. We've got to try and keep that balance, but there's something there. There's something there for sure. You right there?
Yeah, it's just not converting this file for some reason, even though it worked earlier.
What, the same file?
Same platform.
Is it a longer format? Yeah, some of them don't like the conversion. Why don't you grab it into After Effects?
After Effects wouldn't take movie either. For some stupid reason.
Can you re-export out of... so if you open it in QuickTime,
yeah,
can you save as a different format? Because .mov is .mp4. Try changing the name of it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if you literally change .mov into .mp4, it will still open as a video file. And it might be enough.
It's always my problem with Macs, or Apple in general.
Yeah?
Just make things incompatible. It's like, just make it a standard.
See, what you haven't learnt there is you need to be pure Mac. The fact that you're half and half is disgusting.
Well, that's the problem though, isn't it? It's like, stop trying to take the market, just make something that's communist all over. Everything's the same. It's my problem with milk as well. It's too many brands. I just want skimmed, semi-skimmed, full fat.
Why the hell are you looking at brands? Just go for the supermarket milk. It all tastes the same.
Well, that's what I mean.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just make it all the same.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want communist milk?
Yeah, communist milk.
That's it.
It's the same.
Yeah, I don't want to have to think about it.
None of this competition.
I just want the cheapest value.
Yeah.
Anyways, Alexander said, we'll see what you're doing in the videos anyway. The streams don't need to be like videos. Very true. Picarco said, that is exactly what I meant. It gives Matt his freedom to work and gives people the opportunity to chat and look at Matt's hair and, of course, get their dose of Rob. Warren said, what about weeks? Are you scared of hearing the voices in your head? I'm sure Warren is. Rob Hutton said, could you mount the camera right at the TP, right at the top? That would be the plan. We'll try and get it as high as possible. Thing is, like, it's the knowledge that you've got the sound that's the distracting part. I know it sounds kind of weird.
You got to be careful what you're saying.
Yeah, and we don't say anything that's like no worse than what he's just said, talking about communist milk. But it's just enough to just have to think about it. And we learned I was xenophobic the other day. So like, there's a few things. Maybe somehow give the option to choose a wide angle and normal. I mean, I could always zoom into the wide angle if needs be at the start of a shift, morning or PM. Top corner of a workshop as high as it can go to try and capture the whole of a workshop. Hadn't thought of top corner. Ooh. What sort of
Extension from move to MP4. Use MP4.
Yeah, you should still be able to press spacebar and open it as a video, just out of curiosity. What's that doing?
That's this is the video playback afterwards.
So it is playing. Okay, cool. Quick one.
Yeah.
What if we... I don't know, what sort of angle would we get if we somehow lent a camera outside of that door? We could get a camera on a tripod.
Got to get up there first.
Well, we got a ladder.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can figure that bit out. And like have a tripod and just like have it peeking up and out so it's as tall in the corner as possible and then looking down.
Might not get under the mezzanine floor as much. So I think like
No?
top of the door would be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see through the banister, can't you?
Yeah.
Even that, where that one is now,
Uh-huh.
just being straight on,
Straight on but wide angle.
because you can see it. Let's be fair, like if you're not doing the live stream, you're not going to be sat there. You'll probably be sat here with me.
Yeah.
You can see straight through anyway.
Yeah. That's true. And it only needs to cut off at like that line up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Door it is. That would still work.
And we've got the mount there already as well.
Yeah, I mean, we do.
Just tighten it up.
Less confident with a DSLR on that, even if it is just a Canon. By the way, Rob, I know the lives do a lot of work. We appreciate how much effort you've put into it. Thank you, Sarah.
Ooh. That MP4 thing seems to have stopped the screen tearing.
There you go.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know. Which is weird because Adobe's meant to get along really well with Apple. And you'd expect them to be alright with DOTMOV.
It's just stupid how changing the extension like that works.
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
Oh.
It doesn't make sense. It's a completely new file format with a change of letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers. What about weeks? Cheers, Picaco. One said they keep me entertained for hours when it's quiet. Well, that's it. We want to keep it going. Carp only said Merry Christmas.
Oh no.
Very nice.
It is getting torn to shreds.
No, really?
What it is, it's when I do the animation.
What, the keyframing?
Yeah. It's like.
Oh, yeah. Well, as long as it is fine on export. Have you tried exporting like a section yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
It does. It's a glitch. It's not actually. It doesn't look like it's actually baked into it because it glitches differently each time.
Yeah. Well, can you export just that clip?
Yeah. I will.
Try that before you do anything else. What about week said could always start with that single wide angle. Try it out for a while. See if you find yourself wanting to interact with audio at all. Add an audio on button if you want it. I think an audio on button would be very cool, and very doable, very possible. Do you spell it as Patron? Do you wait? What? Tate, you're gonna have to reword that. I don't know what you just said. And I'm behind the messages. Sorry. Picaco said, "Oh my god, I'm on 37%. I started this live stream on 100." Picaco said, "FYI, this is what I do for a living. Find resolution to meet the needs of two groups of people." Oh, there we are. Shrenick said, "If you leave a live stream permanently running, if you forget to blank the screen at the end of the day, that could be risky in terms of security." I would argue it's less risky because it's more likely someone's going to see a break-in and try and contact Matt. Or me. So that would be fine. And if we were doing that, if we were having a permanent live stream, what I would suggest to Matt is we get a little TV displaying somewhere like on the wall, just so that we can see that it's live, just to see that it's still working. Not for us to be able to see the chat or anything like that. It's purely so that we can see the camera still running and it's still going to the correct place. Patreon with the E. Oh, I see. Oh, right, okay. Phoenix said, although Shrenick, who would want to break in with people watching them? Yeah. Sarah said, the ideas are all cool, but devil's advocate here, will we all be as entertained without interacting at all with Rob or Matt? That is the question. I mean, we are talking Thursdays and Friday mornings in that back corner. I think we would still like to do a bit more of the entertaining stuff in the Friday afternoon. So that can still be brought down to our level. Audio may be turned on. Have a little bit of a relaxing one. But we shall see. You all right there?
Yeah, Vic Teston's done a really funny article I'm just reading while that's rendering.
Ah.
It's about putting planes down on their side and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
It's really good. I'll share it on Instagram.
Share it on the fan page.
I will do, actually.
Warren said, you keep us entertained. It's only fair we do the same in return. Nah. Peter said maybe Twitch for 24/7 live streams, as I know some music creators have them running all the time. Yeah, it would be fine. But there's a lot of people who like watching this stuff who have no clue how to use Twitch, and I'm one of them, if I'm perfectly honest. I've occasionally watched it for seeing sort of charity live streams from the Oxcast in the past. But that's the only time I've ever used it, and I don't understand it. And because I don't understand it, I'm scared of it. Like vaccines. No, that was an awful joke to make. Why the hell did I do that? That was really bad. But, I don't know. I think I missed one. Who said? Tate said, oh yeah, Rob, you can do it forever. 21 pilots have one that's been going on for a couple of months. Interesting. I'm going to have a look at that in just a moment. To add to Shrenik's point of 15 minutes, this is Bakako, that would be good time to read out donation comments. Yeah, very true. We can keep up to date on that. Andy Joy said, are we admitting that we all need to be entertained? Yes, you do need to be entertained. Warren said, that's because most of us have the attention span of a goldfish. Yeah. Shrenik said, Rob, you guys could let us mods know what you'll be doing that day, so if people ask, we can tell people too. Very true, very true. Yeah, that could work, potentially. Warren's getting in those comments. It's just, I don't need to read that. I'm sure people have seen it. Tate said, you need a clapper, the thing where you clap your hands and turn the lights go off, but for audio. Oh, that would be so good.
What was that?
Like you go, and then the audio turns on. Problem is, Matt would just hit a hammer on something twice, say something racist without thinking about it, and then it would move on, and the audio would like permanently be there. I do want to. I want to get a clapper sorted for my house. I'd love to be able to walk downstairs and go.
On an Alexa device.
Can you do that?
Could you get an Alexa on the Stream Deck?
I'm not sure if it would link in.
No.
I like the idea.
If this, then that might have it. I mean, if I can order a pizza with my doorbell ringing.
Well, it's very true. It's very true. I mean, the Stream Deck is just a button.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm losing my voice. What about Week said, just curious, are you guys finding it stressful to essentially be performing all the time? You always have to be on, even if you're not really conscious of it. Adam Savage just did a little Q&A thing talking about it, having to give an extra 10% or something just to seem like yourself. I think Matt feels it a little bit more, because, I mean, I'm not the one videoing myself very often, and I see it more like I need to make sure you guys know what's going on. I need to make sure it's running smoothly. I need to make sure that people's donations are being read out with the computer running. Like, I'm a little bit more tech support in the background, so I don't stress as much about that. But I worry in the background that we're not getting as much done as we should be. And with the no money that Matt's paying me, I wonder if I'm just if I'm not being very valuable, if I'm just having to put out fires essentially. Yeah. Shrenik said, has this all happened because Matt can't trust Rob to focus on the cabinet project with the streams running? In all fairness, like, obviously that was a main live stream last week where I was getting distracted. And I think we purely planned for that. And that was a lot of fun. But because of the way we're filming things, it doesn't matter as much as it used to. It's not like it's distracting like the Daily Me's were. But it is a weight on the mind that we don't need, and that was evident. We've had it a couple of times where we haven't had a live stream on, and we've just got more stuff done. Hence why we haven't been doing them in the mornings, because we've been, like, literally, we've got a podcast and a Babinga Boys channel now creating weekly content, or will hopefully be weekly content, just by getting rid of the morning live streams, now that we got that time. Yeah. Tate's asking for Alexa, I don't know why. Tim's back. Crisis averted. Nice. I don't know where this tickly throat's come from. I literally think it's talking too much. Oh. It's really dry. Oh no. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Not again. No. Yeah. So. Interesting. Picarco. Yes, the Babinga Boys. Nothing has been released yet that's new. We've got a lot of old Minecraft stuff, and I say a lot, it's about 6 videos. But we are going to be doing weekly gaming content on the Babinga Boys. Babinga spelt like the wood. It's a great name. Sarah said, Rob, how can you justify all the tech you got if you don't do the lives? I don't need to justify it because Matt's already paid for it. And that's fine. Well, no. Just because we're not doing as many lives doesn't mean that I'm not going to utilize the tech. So, like, for example, when we do the Friday afternoon live streams, I'll be utilizing more of it again. On the proper live stream where we do a demonstration, I'll be trying to utilize literally as much as possible because hopefully I'll have the time to make it as high quality as it can possibly be. At the moment, I'm having to set it all up within an hour. I take everything from upstairs, get it downstairs, reset up, new cameras, new cables, new everything, and I enjoy it, to be honest. It's a good process, but it is a waste of time. That I don't know. It's not a waste of time, but it could be utilised elsewhere, at least at these early stages. I was saying using Alexa for chat. Oh dear. Just get everyone. Oh, I see. I'm right. Okay. Hydrate or dihydrate, my dude. Okay, right. I need to hydrate. I don't want to dihydrate.
Hydrate sounds awful.
It does sound awful. Oh, I forgot I had this rhubarb sparkling. This is really going to help my throat. And the drink in the fridge, Tate, is purely alcoholic at the moment. I should have put this in the fridge, though. I'm not entirely sure I like rhubarb. I picked it up because I saw it and I was tempted. Rob, you guys have to pull the guitars out for whichever is your last live. Yeah. I mean, yeah. We're still going to have the one-offs. We're still going to have a thing where we're just going to go bugger it. For one night this month, we're going to just go into the night and do something. Maybe not Minecraft, because that was... That was an interesting night. I tried to get to sleep that night, and my brain was so focused on helping people that my brain didn't turn off. Like, it was nothing about sleeping on the mezzanine floor or anything like that. It wasn't cold, so my brain couldn't turn off. That was a weird one. And it's not a problem with helping people either. I enjoyed that. If I didn't enjoy doing that, I wouldn't have done it. But we got to think of other things to do. I'm afraid it's going to get boring for some people because they don't like Minecraft or don't have it. Picarco said, I'm sure my daughters will love that channel, and then they are going to laugh at me for watching other people play video games like they do. My girlfriend doesn't get it. Like, she's like, why do you watch people play games? Like, why aren't you playing the game? It's like, well, I am playing the game, but I'm also watching other people play the game. It's great. I get best of both worlds. And I'll go, why do you watch other people cook on Facebook? So, because it's fun. Well, that's the same for me.
Why do people watch other people play football?
Exactly.
That's
it's
a big one.
Literally, yeah. What about Week says, goal for the future shop in a few years, wire it up like a TV studio, just lean into it. I mean, quite honestly, that is the plan somewhat. Right? New workshop, new tech, update, basically make it the TV studio.
Yeah, we'd like a new workshop.
Yeah. That would be amazing. And we would make sure it's all pre-planned so all the blooming wires are in the walls or at least in trunking. Sarah seconds at guitars. One said, are you sure it wasn't the thought that Tim could turn up that stopped you from sleeping? There was a concern. We never actually found out why he was in a car park watching people do their stuff. And why it was so red in his vehicle. It was all very peculiar. But I'm glad he didn't turn up. Sarah said, Rob was haunted by my voice and couldn't sleep. Yeah, that's very true. What about Week said, been there, I've had waking dreams while I was still at work in the past, which is really weird when you worked in an amusement park running a roller coaster. Wow! That's quite a cool name, though. Sorry, cool job description. Yeah, I just used to run a roller coaster, you know? Just like...
That's pretty cool.
I think that's just quite a cool thing to say to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was incredibly boring, but it sounds good. You right there?
Yeah.
You sure?
I can't convert it.
Have you tried exporting it and seeing if you get the glitches?
Yeah.
Oh, you get the glitches?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What do you want me to convert it?
How would you convert it differently?
I just put it to H.264, and Final Cut Pro is going to deal with it because it's Apple.
you could do. Yeah, if I airdrop this to you.
Yeah, airdrop it to me. I'll sort it. Because I am tech whiz.
God, this is a nightmare, isn't it?
It is a little bit.
How do I share?
Right, let me get some paper. I am keeping up with the chat, by the way. Since I've written off the day, apparently. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, did you send it to me?
Anyway.
Oh, thank you. Save to downloads. Tim said, no sir, it was knowing I was on my way and watched him sleep. No. He's basically Santa, always watching, said, what about weeks? No. Better Discord on the fan page. Awesome. Hello, James Duffin. Hello, hello. Very nice to hear that. Right. Tim said, I needed to take the landy out. It hadn't been out in a while and snow was predicted, so I needed to make sure it was okay. The red light was because it was a military landy and red light protects night viz. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, let me get this sorted for Matt because otherwise he can't do his work. Which I'm not doing. And Will goes, yeah, that's your excuse. To Tim. Right. Let's get Matt some footage. What? Oh God, no. Use automatic settings. Footage. Sorry if you suddenly get a fan noise going bonkers. Right. It's starting up. Get in there. Oi. Footage. The video properties of this clip are not standard. To set project properties based on this clip, choose custom from the format pop-up menu. To set project properties based on another clip, click cancel and add the clip to the timeline. Interesting. Very interesting. Ragepoint 264 should do the job. It's just video, isn't it? Well, video and audio doesn't matter. Desktop. The plane. Picarco said, I wish I could partake in the late night Friday chats more, but that's family time and they just don't get the woodworking community. Yeah, that's difficult. I mean, we're trying to balance it out. So if we can get this camera that purely exists in the top corner, no audio, for a Thursday and a Friday morning, so just in the background, where we don't touch it, we might give an update occasionally just before lunch, perhaps, but otherwise we're not worried about it. And don't worry if we're not talking to the chat. And then Friday afternoons we go a little bit more closer up, a bit more focused. Yeah. And then chat to people. That would probably be a good sort of...
for the evening live stream, that is.
For the full evening? Okay, so you'd make Thursday and Friday days.
Sorry. Well, yeah, Thursday and Friday just passive, don't do anything.
Right.
With it. And then,
okay.
Yeah, I just think in general it would be...
Okay, well, so we're saying bi-weekly for the evenings, roughly.
Yeah.
What if for the bits in between, that's when we just, then when on the last hour of the behind the scenes, we just talk to the chat a bit more.
I mean, we can see how the day's going. Maybe you don't plan it, but if we're sort of slowing down a bit, which I usually am by that point, then we can see.
Okay.
If not, then just crack on.
Yeah, no, fair point.
Sort of thing.
Yeah. Sorry, it is exporting. It's just going to take some time. I didn't realise how long it's 7 minutes of footage you got here.
Yeah, that's what I usually got to do. I've got to fiddle with things around while I'm screen recording.
Yeah.
I could do it in separate bits, but it was a bit nightmare.
No worries, Shronic, for not chatting. Warren, you can't hear rain? No, it's the fan. Yeah, literally. I would, I can't help that. Which is why the Mac Mini would be lovely.
Yeah.
No fan. I have to plug in a microphone, but that's easy peasy. Okay, so we've got some ideas, and like we said, we're gonna have a proper more formal chat this evening on the Q&A. I mean, thank you guys for sort of defining what you guys are happy with, and for sort of supporting us any case. I think the one camera idea is great. I think having a permanent YouTube live stream just constantly running so we don't have to worry about it is great. What would be cool, Matt, is if I said make a box for the sake of dust, if we could get like a fan input output, with some sort of filter on it, that'd be good. Literally keep it cool, and if that was like permanently running, then sort of feel a little bit safer about it not having an overheat. Cool. So yeah, it's food for thought, all of that. Yeah, we think the podcast is going to be pretty good. We are enjoying making them. I can get them edited in an hour, which is lovely. We will have a YouTube channel for those, just not made yet. So we have filmed them as well, just so that people can see it in action. You will see some weird transitions from clip to clip because I'm creating the video based on the audio rather than the other way around. So you might see my face or Matt's face morph when it shouldn't do, but yeah, that exists. Ollie is asking, Tom Kemp says happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Tom. Ollie said, will you get any guests on the podcast? Yes, that is the plan. We are planning on doing sort of kind of interviewee, teachy thingies with guests from people in various areas of social media, to people starting their business, to people who already have massive businesses already, and just get to know them a bit better so we can both we can learn from them and you can learn from them too. Tim Scott, can I guest on the podcast? Well, yeah, maybe one day we need to get you on to talk about pricing.
Yeah.
Because you clearly price yourself very well. What about Week says, I do wonder if having a DSLR on 24/7 would have other consequences other than overheating. The sensors have a limited life, don't they? I don't know what the sensors would do. I mean, they might degrade over time, but I think it would be like not noticeable in regards to a live stream quality. The biggest thing on cameras are shutter count.
Yeah.
But if it's permanently open, it's not being used.
Permanently open, also it's not recording, it's just monitoring, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a difference there. It's not like it's trying to write it to a chip simultaneously.
And if the screen was shut, then it's not having to have a screen kept on, so the heat's going to be reduced.
Yeah.
I mean, the first week or two of experimenting with this, we probably will turn it off or turn it on at the start of the day and feel the heat at the end of the day for all the devices and check that's all safe, and then do it a couple of days off and on, and then see how it deals with that. Bish Bash Bosh Bob has to come back. That would be cool for a guest.
Catch up, yeah.
Tim said, did advise Matt somewhat on the price of the knives. Did he?
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even joking, but you do price yourself well, so it has potential there. Sarah said, I'll be a guest since in another life I'm a business owner. Well, there we go. We're just going to get everyone from the chain. Yeah. There we go. Sorted. What about Week said, that's the thing I was thinking of, shutter. Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, shutter's going to be, like, it would be permanently moving up and down if it was taking photos, but as it's just video, it's just wide open. At least I believe it's. Otherwise, you'd hear it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, I wouldn't with it.
No.
Well, you do have shutter speed with videos still, but I guess that just depends on.
Is that just the openness of the shutter? Like, they call it shutter speed because people are used to photography rather than. Because photography came first, so maybe it's one of those things where it just retained its name, even though it's not doing the same motion. Because a photo, you hear the click of a shutter.
Yeah.
A video, you don't hear it even start. It's not like,
Yeah, well, maybe. Well, no, I guess a video is. But yeah, why can't you just have it open on a photo?
I don't know, but then I guess that's what a phone is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I do it. Yeah.
Sarah also wants to one-up Tim. God. Tate just said, how to run an Instagram account with Tate Watt. There we go. Yeah,
you got our attention.
Yeah, no, he's and he's actually publishing content.
Yeah, I mean more than us.
Yeah. That's it. We'll just get all the live stream on. Who gave us a dislike? It's just finished exporting. Let's hope this works. Airdrop. Boop.
Smash it.
Yeah. We actually filmed, in terms of the themes of the podcast so far, we filmed the pilot last week, and that was just about why we're doing the podcast, how the name was conceived. And then this week it was on where basically the income for the channel and what Matt does comes from, which is quite an interesting one. You realise that it's not just YouTube, and it's not just knives. Yeah.
I think seeing as the subjects we're talking about is stuff like that. Yeah, but the subject is going to be. Thank you.
You said you cancelled it, but if you've got it, you've got it. Okay. So I say that again?
Yeah, no, I mean, seeing as a lot of it's going to be based around moolah and business and stuff, it made sense to be sort of a little bit put stuff on the table kind of thing.
Yeah, and genuinely, we're talking proper figures for. Well, it wasn't quite this podcast, but in the future we'll talk actual figures of what we're charging, where money is coming from. And it was briefly touched on that we want to do a little segment at the start of each podcast where we have 60 seconds each to talk about what we've done in the last week in regards to advancing our businesses and adapting things and learning from things.
Sorry, can you try to send that to me again? I think it might have cancelled because it didn't know whether to overwrite the other one.
Oh, right, okay. And yeah, we'll be utterly transparent. Obviously, Matt's a little bit further down the line. I'm starting my own business and all that sort of stuff, so you'll see something work from the ground up. Hopefully. Jeez. I'm gassy. That's for sparkling rhubarb for you. Right. Tim said 2,500 subs on a channel with no content. I think you guys are doing okay. Yeah, I just wish subs equaled revenue.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. You'd be set. If you got £1 per sub.
Yeah, that'd be right, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Tom Kemp said, my 4-year-old daughter just said, what's that, to Matt's burp. I didn't even notice you'd done it. You've done it so much now.
Yeah, it's just part of my language.
Apparently Sarah was the one who dislikes the video.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. She has changed it to a like now. Tate said it's all from donations and Patreon and clothes. You're not far off.
Did you just say that it's plain?
It's just plain.
Plain.
Plain.mov. So it should be the exact resolution you sent it to me.
Yeah. Okay, well, it stayed intact throughout that. See what? That's fine.
Oh, because you renamed it.
No, that was the old one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, everything's breaking.
James Taylor said, just joined. When is the first episode going live? I'm hoping in a week. We've literally just asked for permission today to be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It'll be called Where's My Thing? I keep thinking it's What's My Thing, but no, it's Where's My Thing? And that should be popping up soon. But we just got to get permission from both of those places first. And apparently it's between 5 working days and 14 days for Apple. No idea about Spotify. Get out of here. Tate, yes, this 15-minute chat has lasted 2 hours. You can see how productivity goes downhill. I should have been doing free online school stuff, but no, instead I'm hitting a fly, who I actually hit out the air. Oh no. I hope I just stunned it. I meant to blow it away, not hurt it.
Murder it.
No, I'm not going to murder it. Tim said, do you have a little mat for the merch stuff? You know, the pop-up on screen doodah. 100... A little mat for the merch stuff. That would be cool.
What's that?
We'll get your little mat carving and pop that up on screen when there's like merch. Like just have him, like you could do a little walk across the screen. We could have both of them chasing each other across the screen. That would be so good. Sorry, sidetrack there. Ollie asked a question. Sorry to distract you, but Ollie has asked a very relevant question,
Right.
which I think needs answering.
Yeah.
Has Matt got his new PC yet?
Fucking don't. It got delivered Monday here.
Sorry, wait. Sorry. Let me start. Let's just go back in time slightly. How did your first TV purchase go?
It was broken.
It arrived broken. Okay. What was the other thing? It wasn't just that.
Well, I didn't get the PlayStation.
Well, you didn't get the
There's
PlayStation.
been something else.
I'm sure there was something else that was.
No, I think it was just that.
Okay. And now back to the PC.
PC, it was delivered here, workshop on Monday. The people at the office took it. I only picked it up on Thursday because I obviously was teaching at Rycotewood the first 3 days. Took it home all excited, opened it up. Freaking delivery man has boffed it somewhere and one of the corners is dented. And it's like, it's a dent small enough that I could live with. Like, it's not too bad. But the result in that being shunted has basically snapped off the entire front facade, which, yeah, it's quite bad. And it's also a water-cooled PC, because the other one goes a bit mental. I thought water-cooled would be good, and I'm sort of like, I don't want to fire it up in case something's been ruptured.
I mean, it's regardless of how easy it is to fix before someone jumps in there saying you just can replace the front, all this sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing that a large amount of money has been spent on this.
Yeah.
To the point where it's not worth the risk touching it at all if it's damaged and knocks something out anywhere that's going to fry everything.
It's not only the money, it's the fact there's a graphics card in there that's in worldwide demand, and I have one finally.
Yes.
And I would just end up pissing water all over it.
Yeah. So bad.
Yeah.
So bad. Rob Hutton says, switch everything over to Patreon and charge £2 for subs may work out for you. I don't know. I mean, but yeah. We want to keep this accessible, really. And we want to do more things for Patreon as well. It's just, yeah. We don't want to be charging for content that's going to be subpar, particularly. That's essentially what would be happening. You'd be charging for content. James Duffin, yeah, he's got a new chair. He's got a very fancy new chair that he absolutely adores, so at least that works.
What's that?
Your new chair, your fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he's bought the best chair in the biz.
I'll tell you what, there is two things that I've purchased that
Yeah.
I feel like that was a freaking good purchase. And I've got a new iPhone, I've got a really good PC, I've got a new TV, I've got all these things I'm really happy with.
Yeah.
Two things that I really like. My belt from Sauer & Steiner and
Yeah.
that new chair.
Yeah.
When I sat in it, I was like, that was worth my...
Yeah.
I think it's because they're sort of timeless. And when you buy tech, it's like, well, that'll be outdated in 2 years. I can't get too attached to it. Whereas that chair's like,
Yeah.
it's
Speaking of which, I need to order my chair because I want it tomorrow.
like, I'll be 40 by the time that chair probably caves in.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. Well, if you make it to 40.
Yeah, well, in theory.
So yeah, don't get your hopes up.
Okay.
Mr. Asselon, yeah, he's going to be he's already contacted PC specialist to get it all sorted out. Hopefully they'll get in contact soon. I'm sure there's going to be a warranty on it without a doubt. James Duffin, I'm jealous of a chair. I have a cheapo IKEA chair. Yeah, me too. All of my chairs I've ever bought have cost 40 quid, and they're all the same chair. It's literally this mesh chair. Every single time I've bought the same thing for the last 10 years. I've decided to upgrade, and Matt's definitely decided to upgrade. Rob, but you're only going to be charging £2 for a yearly sub. The way YouTube is going, it won't be long until they start charging. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's something in that, but then it's like, how do you end up promoting that sort of thing to end up getting more? Like, say that, I don't know how many of you are watching. Say the 39 of you all bought a year sub for £2. We get 78 quid. Not complaining, not a bad thing. But it's not really going to lead anyone else to sort of watch us if it's all sort of hidden through Patreon. And would be promoting something that's potentially lower quality than people would like if they were paying for it, regardless of the cost. People are funny with their money. Right, before I get distracted by the comments anymore, I really want to make a quick purchase. Oh, I've got a couple of books here that look quite cool. I need to buy those, but I'm not doing that now. Oh no, shall I buy that now? Let's move to basket. So I've just moved house, so I'm just thinking, what do I want in it? I want that. I can save those for later. Fine. Save for later. Save for later. Save for later. I'll tell you what, just get the books as well. You want the books. I want to start reading more. Now that I've got an extra half an hour in the morning on my travel. Right, please arrive tomorrow. No, guaranteed delivery 14th? You're disgusting. How dare you? How dare you not be next day? Get it on Saturday, December 12th. Wait, what? Guaranteed delivery. Okay, weird. Cool, that's fine. All of that, that location, invoice address. No, it needs to be that one now. Oh, so I've got to say this.
What's that?
I don't have bloody bins where I live now.
What?
No bins.
Oh.
Bags.
Bags?
Bags. In little boxes, plastic boxes.
Seems to me like you didn't do your research about this place, right?
No, I didn't actually do any research on the area. It's not a deal breaker, it's just shocking. Bags, not bins. Oh, I should have really checked if I had that money on my card. Never mind. It's done. Kieran, today's live stream will be a Q&A talking about the future of live streams and our mentality to all the things after thinking about analytics and progressing and trying to streamline what we do and trying to still create high quality content for the channel. Exactly, James Taylor. It might not build subs if behind a paywall. Yeah. What about Week says, the problem with all your content on Patreon is just like Rob said, how do you get people out there? And if you do free stuff on YouTube to try to drive people, you then have to maintain 2 content streams. Yeah. Yeah. Ideally, we want people to subscribe to the Patreon because they value what we do already, and then we reward them for having made that decision in the past, not preemptively say, right, this stuff is behind a paywall. Go there if you want access to that. So, like the knives, they went to people on Patreon early. I mean, it was mentioned that was going to happen, so that did drive more people to Patreon. But it's not like they were solely ever going to be only on Patreon. It did cross over once Patreon had their fill. Warren, you're awful. You're so awful with your comments. Why is the chair arriving on Monday now? Just arrive tomorrow. Be nice to me. I want a really nice chair for the weekend. Am I even in on Monday? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So this was meant to be a quick test that has turned into a long one. I'll tell you. Oh no, I don't even need to test the Facebook thing because we've decided the Matt Estlea 2 channel is the way to go. Okay. Cool. Well, like I said, there's going to be a little bit of a repeat in the live stream this evening with what we're saying, inevitably. But going to have a little bit more of a path to talk about now that we've discussed with you guys, the main people who watch this stuff, what you guys think will be best. And if you guys... If anyone's just joined and wasn't sure what we're talking about, we're going to reduce the amount of live streams we do, or at least reduce the format or the amount of cameras and all this sort of stuff to put less strain on us and still try and give you guys the community that this is providing. Rob says, isn't that how Matt Cremona does a lot of his content? A snapshot on YouTube and then builds on a guild subscription service. Yes, I believe that is how he does a lot of it. But you'll probably find that he had quite the following to begin with, to sort of drive that push. So, if you've got that, then great. And we can tell, like, from the free online woodworking school, no videos, but 2,500 subscribers, there's potential for something like that. But I think Matt's quite keen, at least initially, to keep it very accessible, especially the basic stuff for woodworking. I realise this isn't woodworking, but it's hard to put a paywall on this sort of content. Because it could well just be me talking to a blooming camera and Matt's just editing in the background. I'm not sure how entertaining that is. Hello, Tim Greenfield. I'm very well. I'm very well. I believe Matt's okay. He's working hard over there. Probably really distracted by me talking about his big airy head all the time. Oh no, he maybe had a bit of music playing when I said that.
What was that?
No, it's alright, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it's good. You just agreed to a pay rise.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so 20% of nothing is...
Very kind of you.
Oh, no, wait, you've just twisted that. Stop. Good, it sounds 6 p.m. if we're talking about the live stream later. 6 p.m. GMT, 1 hour's time. And that'll be on the main channel. And it's going to be a bit more of a discussion between me and Matt rather than him just back there. Yeah. What about Weeks has pretty much covered that in terms of what Matt's been doing. Cremona, that is. If you think about it, his channel is still fairly new, especially with the way the content is progressing and adapting. So we're just trying to find the audience that is interested in the entertainment side of things, I guess, on Matt Estlea's channel. And then the free online woodworking school is the informative stuff. But it's very long form.
It's about feeding people through the channel. You get people in through the big channel, through like broad videos that are sort of a general... Like, if I wasn't a woodworker, I think I'd be quite interested in what an Amazon Basics plane is actually like.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing. You capture people through that, and then you feed them through. If they want to learn woodworking, cool, you go there. If you want to chat to other woodworkers, you go to the fan club. If
you want to see the two guys who do that sort of stuff just muck about, you go to the Babinga Boys.
It's just about sort of capturing more people in that. You cast a bigger net sort of thing.
In that first stage, yeah. And then the diversification across all the other channels means that people get what they want, not what they don't want. It's very entertaining to watch your head bobbing around when I'm muted for stream for a bit. Quite funny, actually. I dread to think how much my head sort of goes around. What about Week says, meeting that have to be involving in time? Thanks for the chat, everyone, and we'll all tune in regardless. Very nice. We're just suckers for Nerf guns and hardwood. Aren't we all? Also, Cremona being on Wood Talk helped drive a bunch of people towards him. Yeah, Matt should get on that. Love it. Wood Talk.
Wood Talk?
Yeah. Do all the things.
Yeah.
Is that like a podcast, live stream thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been invited. They don't want me there. Don't understand why.
Shranik's trying to get you on Bench Talk as well. So.
Yeah. Are you what?
Trying to get you on Bench Talk. So
yeah.
You need to be on all the talks.
I know. Well, I feel cheeky about Bench Talk.
I mean, you did one radio show and they offered you the host's job.
Yeah. No, I appreciate them trying to get me a Bench Talk. I need to... I don't want to be someone who just turns up having not even...
Yeah. Contributed to the community.
Contributed to it, so I feel a bit cheeky. Like, yeah. I just haven't got the time to do it, and if I do, I forget. And I don't want to just sort of come in and say, "Come to my channel." See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dabs as he walks off. Tim Greenfield said, "Did you manage to sort your shout out, Rob?" Yes, I did. Actually, well, I say the boiler man did. Shower man, same thing. Limescale. My God, it was packed with limescale. Literally, you pour out the hose, and this is going to happen for the next week or so, says the guy. Literally, like pebbles are falling out of the shower. It's that bad. He just replaced the hose and replaced the shower head. I mean, it's two things I could have done, but the fact that there was water coming out the back worried me, so I didn't want to touch it. I don't really deal with electric showers. Cool. And he said, love the channel. You're both doing an amazing job. Thank you very much. Thank you. I know that's what Matt will do, but by taking the live stream dailies away, revenue from donations is going to be lost. These guys still need to earn a wage. I said this to Matt earlier, on a selfish note, and it's not massively selfish, but it is livelihood. The donations really do help, all that sort of thing. But you got to think of the long term. And while this might work short term, we can't rely on donations forever.
It won't grow. It'll be the same.
Yeah, it'll be the same, and I won't get my Tesla anytime soon.
Oh, you're back on that now, are you?
No, I'm not.
There you are.
Come on. I'm not actually. I'm not. I like the larger Tesla, but I have seen other nicer electric cars.
Want the Cybertruck?
No, I don't want the Cybertruck. I hate the Cybertruck. I really don't like it. I don't like the harsh angles. The fact that I can draw that puts me off. I don't want to be able to draw the car I drive. No. Yeah. I want a speedy, quiet car. That would be nice. But I don't do enough driving to warrant it, so that's not what I'm fussed about. I'm making a joke. Wood Talk is only due to run through into Jan unless they get a new sponsor. Oh, wow. Matt wants to be a millionaire before he's 30. Matt wants to be famous. That's the only reason he started YouTube. He just wants people to watch him.
Love me.
He's an exhibitionist. That's what it is. Cool. It's 5:05. Jesus. I mean, we'll probably just keep this running until like past, and then we'll swap over to the main live stream. But is there anything else, guys, that you can think of that we should be doing, or that you want us to be doing, that you think is going to help us produce content, but also keep you guys involved? Literally, it can be anything. And like I've said, if you think of something after this live stream, drop me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and I will see it and respond. And Sarah, if you're listening, I will respond to yours as well. Oh God, so much sparkling drink. I'm very sorry. Tim said, Rob, you can have a whiz in my Audi for a bit if that will make you feel better. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Bearded Hiccup said, are those DT770s?
What was that?
Are your headphones DT770s?
They are.
Oh, wow.
I think they are.
They ring a bell.
Yeah. DT770s.
There you go.
They're lovely.
Good eye on that.
Yeah, it's very
Jesus.
good. I think I've spotted them in people's videos before as well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much were they?
I can't remember. I want to say sort of mid-100s maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's about what mine was. It's a good price point for audio-based stuff.
Yeah.
Like headphones or sound bars.
The only thing I wish, because I share my office, was that I didn't get open backs. I should have really thought about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was awful in music tech class when there were two of us with open backs.
Oh, yeah.
Just like you could hear each other, everyone could hear two streams going at once. It was awful. Oh, see you later, Sarah. I hope your emergency's not bad. Jesus. Hope everything's okay. How's the cabinet project coming along? I haven't done anything since last week. If you were here last week, you would have seen that I just glued the sides together. And to be honest, I got some good fits, ignoring the fact that I almost shaved off. No, I did shave off a centimetre worth of wood. I still believe that was God playing tricks on me. Tim said, run a comp where someone can visit the shop and work with Matt. Maybe in less Corona times, that could be a potential. But it's difficult based on where we're located, because this place isn't really ours, and you know that more than anyone, Tim. It really does get to me, that sparkling water, yeah. Shronic said, monthly or bi-monthly Q&A sessions for fan club where people can pre-ask questions that you guys answer. I mean, that's sort of what the main monthly update thing will be. It'll just be one massive Q&A. That will be more relevant to the channel more than just Woodwork, because I think a lot of the questions that people ask potentially to Woodwork could be answered either through the fan club or potentially YouTube. But I don't know. I'm not trying to limit it. I'm just trying to keep things more around the community and more around content created. Bearded Hiccup's been looking at the headphones for the past week, comparing between the 770, 880 and 990. I've never used Biodynamic before. I've heard of them. I've just always gone Sennheiser, because I'm a snob. And I liked the colour of mine. They were cream with, they still are, cream with like this, I don't know, it looks like mahogany or walnut inlay ring on them. Oh, they look so premium. Can't wear them outside though, because they look like you're a posh toff. I don't know. Is there a way to demonstrate the different densities of wood, directly comparing hardness? Oh, sweet, Bearded Hiccup, you know them. Brilliant. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head. I feel like it's HD 598. I've got to look that up now. Did I get that? HD 598. Oh, I think I... No, it's an HD 599. Maybe it's an HD... Or maybe mine is a 598. Oh, let's see. Yeah, you got it as well. I didn't pop up as easily as I used to. I can't believe I got that. That's blooming brilliant. I'm useless with names, you see. Tim Greenfield. It's a possible plan. It's been talked about. And again, post-COVID, who knows what the world will bring? Who knows? Cool, have I missed anything there? No. Cool. Right, I'll tell you what, guys. As I've sort of come to a halt on the messages, it's been really lovely to have you here, really lovely to have a chat and plan things out, and great to see that you're all on board regardless really of what we do. But we, as I've repeated so many times already, it's getting boring. We want to find that balance. We want to create the best content, but keep you guys involved as much as possible, because it is great to have you around. Can we have you guys jump on a video call with us for non-working woodworking stuff more? Potentially. It's now that we're trying to think of a format to our days, that becomes more and more viable. Once we find our feet, especially as I've just moved house, yeah, there's so much to do in it. But yeah, that certainly has potential. We want to be involved in the community as much as possible. Just have drinks with us and a laugh once in a while. It sounds good. Yeah, that would be good. Have you guys got a Discord? Funnily enough, I think Tate has just made one. If you join the fan club, if you're not already on there on Facebook, he's shared one. He's testing it for us, having a go, seeing what could be possible with it. Or was it Nate? One of the two. Join that. I'll if I spot it tomorrow, I'll also join it and see if I can join in and see how it all works. Because I've said before, I've used it, haven't utilised it to its fullest extent. But we have thought about that as a concept. Bikaka says, we think of you guys as friends, not just content providers. Oh, thank you. And genuinely, we feel the same with you guys. Like, it's absolutely fantastic seeing like names repeat over and over and over again that we know and have got to sort of get a bit of a personality from. Like, obviously it's not face-to-face stuff, but just seeing... I don't know, seeing people pop up time and time again, talking about different things, having a discussion, having a laugh, just amongst yourselves is really great to see. Knowing that we've brought some people together to do that is fantastic. So by no means do we want to stop that happening. We just want to make sure that we still keep improving the channel instead of plateauing, which is what we're slightly worried about with the amount of time we've got in a day. Especially when it's dark all the time. We're in the UK winter now, or just about to get into the winter, and it's just miserably dark. Miserably dark. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there. We'll jump to that area over there for the live stream later this evening, and we'll sort of discuss this in maybe a little bit more detail. Like you guys can have more questions, but you can also answer people in the comments if they're curious about what we're talking about and we just haven't quite got to it yet. because obviously it's going to affect the BTS, it's going to affect the actual live streams we do, but the idea is to create higher and higher quality content throughout. Get a light box. I did, has helped immensely. Light box. I assume that like gives you vitamin D and stuff. Might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad one. My new place has got a conservatory. I might sit in that all the time. That'd be nice. At least when it's daylight. Right. Hello, Designer Make. Sorry, you've just caught me just about to leave. Alright, see you on the fan club, Shrenick. Sorry you can't make the live stream. See you later, Mr. Aslon. Hopefully you can catch the live stream as well. See you later, James. The stream tonight is on the future of live streams and behind the scenes, and a very general chit chat about the business, I guess, and what we're trying to do to make the most of it for 2021. Hopefully that's going to be a better year. Anyway, see you guys later in 45 minutes on the main channel. Have a good one. Oh, I don't want to end it there because otherwise you'll say goodbye and then it will cancel. There we go. Blank screen. Now where's the mute button?